I think that's good. It's been a few days. So let's get this all started up. Make sure that the video game is actually gonna play and or not. Man, you're 4 feet away from affiliate qualifications. That sounds very exciting. Welcome to the stream. So what are you streaming, Cobalt? What have you been streaming? What have you been doing? I'm very excited for you. But I don't know what type of... Ooh. Excuse me a second while I kill these wolves. Yeah, okay. Ooh, cool backflip. But I'm glad that you decided to start doing that. That's really fun. I feel like I have attracted a few creators, content creation type people within my audience. I don't know if I'm just a creator's creator, but I like that. I think that's fun. How was your New Year celebrations? That wasn't what I meant to do. How was your my little break from creation? I was taking a few days to just... I decided to jump into the Ocarina Time randomizer, got VODs myself. I decided to make it so where I have to do every check. Every single one of them at all times. That sounds like a lot. But that is a good one to start with. I went to a friend's house the other day. I think it was just like yesterday. And they actually had a Nintendo 64. I did not know that they had an original Nintendo 64. But on this original Nintendo 64, they had Ocarina of Time. And I was thinking about like Ship of Harkinian and stuff like that. 150 golden spiders across all games. 61 stray fairies. Everything. Yeah, that sounds like a lot. That sounds like a lot. But if you're having fun. But they had the original Ocarina of Time, and there was something about Ship of Harkinian that wasn't scratching the itch for me, like graphics-wise. It just doesn't... I don't know, it's not the Ocarina of Time that I remember, and I was right. I was right. When I saw the original load up, I was like, yes, that's the bits that I'm missing. It's too smooth! Yes, correct. It is too smooth. There needs to be more pixels. As in, less pixels, more pixelated. Usually when people say there's more pixels, they mean that, like, it's higher definition. I want lower definition. You like the nice pixelated bit? I do. I do a lot. It makes me happy. This music's gonna get stuck in my head. Actually, I saw someone pointed out that my last VOD on Twitch had bits silenced because of third-party copyright. Nintendo gave me the hammer for having their music in my video game. Yeah, more defined polygons, less pixels, the good stuff. Those guys are nothing to my hook shout. I had to go to work today, which is not surprising. I usually go to work on Saturday, but it was a weird schedule today. Yeah, your first VOD got that hit too. I don't get it. I know that Japanese copyright laws are borderline draconian. Hi, Crazy. How are you? I know that Japanese copyright law is borderline draconian, but, like, come on. What people remember Zelda 4 is the music, man. It's got some of the most iconic music in video gaming. We'll be in and out for a bit. Half-Life 2, that's awesome. I haven't played Half-Life. Main menu for me, Lost Woods for you. Sweird. Yeah, was it the main menu? Huh. Slowly getting better. Yeah, you were sick. You're still sick? I'm really sorry to hear that. That really sucks a lot. I was gonna say something about my job. Oh, yeah. I went with a couple of my coworkers. You can be late. Everybody can be late. Welcome in, Thafen. I went with a couple of my coworkers to, like, a Mexican restaurant nearby. It was a lot of fun. It was a nice little lunch. But I wasn't feeling exactly, like, the tip-top shape beforehand. And after I engorged myself on chips and salsa, I am feeling even worse. So I might... Great Jorb Hamstray! I might be going to bed after this. To try to sleep off. Who knows how many bowls of chips? Probably too many. Probably too many. But that's the way it is, you know what I'm saying? Oh, and I'm really freaking tired. I was so done with being at my job today. I was not having it. I was a little bit peeved because I had to be there. Let's try it. Ew. No. This is such a good puzzle, guys. We're so good at pushing blocks. But I'm excited that tomorrow I have more work, and then I have my weekend. My weekend. First weekend in a long time. Very exciting. Schedule for this week. We will be playing today, tomorrow, and Monday, and then we'll be back off the way we have been. I hope that doesn't break anyone's heart. Nope, can't do that. Can I push? Ooh, I can indeed push. I don't know if I'm pushing it the right way, but I can push it. And if you can push it, that means you can do something. I know that this one, a lot of people talk about this song. What do you guys feel about the Forest Temple theme? Because to me, it's madness-inducing. And I think that's the point. That was definitely the point. And I feel like that's not the unpopular opinion. But man, oh man. It's not necessarily the ba-da, 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 ba-da theme that comes on. It is definitely the ambient tones. Little spooky, easily grating. Amen. Amen. It can definitely overstay its welcome. And then the block was pushed, and then ad played, and then another block, and then I got an ad again, and then block, and then ad. Look, you're doing great watching my ads. I really appreciate it. Oh, yawning, 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 yawning. Oh, does anybody have any crazy New Year's resolutions? I don't. I don't. I do. I think maybe a good New Year's resolution. I can't wait till I get ads. Me neither. No. I don't, like... I toss and turn about the ads, you know what I mean? Because I'm like... I should probably just turn them off. I don't really have a viewer base to, like, justify their inclusion. But then I'm like... I don't mind making dollar amounts. Which is, yeah, I mean, like, maybe not ideal for me. Maybe not ideal for me. But at the same time, you know, it's the way it is, I guess. It's the pain. Woo! I don't know New Year's resolution at this rate. Make it to next year, I guess. Amen. Amen. I feel that one. I feel that one. No, I was thinking that maybe I should, like, actually devote myself just once this year attempting to make a real edited video. I guess getting into streaming is my own resolution. That's a good resolution. That is a good resolution. It's a fun gig. Keep them on, I just like complaining. Yeah. Yeah, I understand. But I care a lot about the viewer experience. Oh, why do you got a nosebleed? Do you need humidity? Do you need humidity? Oh, sorry. I think about that a lot. We don't have any other keys. We probably need to go get another key. I'm gonna be fumbling around for a little bit. That's okay, though. That's okay, though. We're just exploring. We're just exploring and we're just talking. I would like to make, like, an actual, sit down, learn, make an edited video. Maybe, like, a video essay type thing. Just to broaden my content creation horizons. Get something out there. Use that other channel that I've had for, like, a couple of months now that has just been sitting dormant. Do something with it. Make something. Have a good time. Where is it? And that seems like as good a resolution as any, because it's not like out there, you know? It's not like lose 4,000 pounds or become millionaire. I've had a nosebleed ever since the day before I got sick, and it just hasn't gone away. That sounds like a lot of blood. That sounds like a lot of blood loss. You should probably get that checked out. Edited, I could probably do. I like to think I'm better at production than I am at creation. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm much better at ideas than anything else. I feel like I'm way better at ideas than anything else. And I need to get, like, I know what good editing looks like. I know what good, like, cinematography looks like. I know what comedic timing looks like. But the actual idea of digging through libraries, putting sounds in, putting transitions in that don't look tacky, or if they do look tacky, at least they're fun, right? Huh. That was interesting. Can I kill these things, or do I just... I could probably kill it like this. Huh! That didn't work. Interesting. Yeah, you totally can. But the skill gap is present. And I'd rather not have a skill gap of any sort. I can't reach that guy. Interesting. Fun is fun. Fun is fun? Like fun is fun or fun is fun? Is fun fun? Yeah, unfortunately for you guys, it's gonna be me wandering around trying to figure out what to do, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. It's fun. Fun is fun. There's a spider up there. We do need to get collecting of them. That's a good find. Fun's fun is fun's fun, if you say so. I believe you, actually. But I'm gonna disagree arbitrarily for the sake of conflict. How does that feel? How do you feel being disagreed with just because I want to stir up chat engagement? While I fail to explore. He's funny. Good! Good! I love making jokes for you guys. I'm still trying to get back into it. It's been a couple of days, right? I'm still trying to get back into the rhythm. And it does not help that I am so freaking tired. And, like, everything. Ooh, Badell. No, stop. What the frick? Okay, I'm gonna say something weird. I think that the forest temple reminds me... So that was the original wind sign. I got distracted halfway through that. Okay, you gotta follow me, okay? That was the original wind sign, because it wasn't gonna be the forest temple. It wasn't gonna be the sage, like the forest minuet and stuff. It was gonna be the sage of wind. It was gonna be the sage of wind. And it was going to be the wind medallion, right? That's why the spell is Furor's Wind. Look at that. And that's why in Ganon's castle, when you're doing the Forest Temple, Forest Medallion section, it is based around wind puzzles, because this was not going to be the Forest Temple. It was going to be the Wind Temple. And I think they do kind of revisit that concept later on with wind-based, temples and stuff like that. Hi, Aki, how are you? Fun fact, you can't normally open chests underwater, but if you hookshot to a chest while underwater in the iron boots and spam the open chest button, you can open the chest despite it being underwater. I will take full advantage of that exploit. Either your chat is delayed by a lot or your Twitch messed up again. I don't know if it's delayed. I don't think it's delayed. I'm a little bit delayed to you guys. Your Twitch was messed up. Wind Temple was in Wind Waker. I feel like they visit it also, like, especially the Forest Trial and get. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, because it was originally the Wind Temple. Oh, that would have been cool. Twilight Princess also plays a lot with wind, with the Gale Boomerang and the, I want the other guy. Because I want to deal damage to them both. They deal a full heart of damage. They're big boys. Ooh, he dead-angled me. Are we switching targets? Yeah, so, like, I feel like it's interesting that almost all of them do wind-related content. They really want Furore to be the, goddess of wind. Okay, cool. They really want Furore to be the goddess of wind, and I think that's neat. That is neat that they, I don't know what caused them to change it in development. I do know that originally... Ooh, sorry. Oh, I already have one. I do not need two. I want to bake a pie, but I have no energy for making a pie. Would you want to make a pie? Only the Stalfos you are targeting will actively fight you. That is a fun fact. That is a fun fact. I did not know that about their behavior. Thank you for that information about their behavior. That is a really interesting fact. I do love learning, like, enemy quirks like that. You want pumpkin pie? I had pumpkin pie for both Christmas and Thanksgiving. It was great. There's a spider. But I was talking about it earlier. I got distracted by the wind symbol. I was talking about it earlier. So, this temple reminds me of the Nancy Drew point-and-click adventure games. Does this remind anyone else of the Nancy Drew point-and-click adventure games? The targeting thing is so you don't get overwhelmed. I don't know if that's true or not. Huh. That is interesting. They should have just let me get overwhelmed. I know the Stalfos can be very aggressive and do a lot of damage, so it would probably be very frustrating because they're also very defensive creatures, but don't coddle me, Nintendo. If you're gonna copyright my music, you deserve to have me attacked by many Stalfos. I'll fight many Stalfos at once if you won't copyright my music. Yeah, they do. And does it do more damage? I don't remember if it does more damage. These stupid bubbles. Bubbles are so funny. Okay. Let's go use our little key on this section up here. It's a good temple, Bront. It's a good temple. Yeah, they're jump attack. So they're just evil versions of you. Evil you. Evil Ryu. Something that my sister and I started playing again, as of last night. We decided to do Night Rain again. I haven't played Night Rain in probably a couple months. I like it. I think it's a fun... Everyone, Stalfos. I think it's a fun video game. I like its gameplay loop a lot, but I don't know. We got stuck on Equilibrious Beast. I had almost every other Nightfarer slain except for Equilibrious Beast, and I wasn't... Ooh, twisty hallway. Yes, it is. It's all twisted. It's twisted in the mind. It draws a messed up, dark version of the Hamburger Helper. Watch for shadows on the ceiling. Thank you for the sub, Crazy. You didn't have to do that. But now you don't have to worry about ads. Aw, it didn't turn into babies. It didn't turn into babies. Thank you for the sub, Crazy. Aw, we need another key. Yeah, no ad, just support. Thank you. What was I talking about before that? Something fun, I bet. Ooh. No, I want to look around. Oh, yeah, we were talking about Night Rain, Night Rain, Night Rain, Night Rain. It's a fun game, and they added duos mode. So now you can, play with just 2 people, which is something they legitimately did not think was something that was... I think that's so funny. That when the game launched, FromSoft was like, we didn't know that people only wanted to play with 1 friend. We thought you all had 2 friends. You don't all have 2 friends? And it's like, no. Jerks. It was very entertaining. Who do you think would win in a rock, paper, scissors? Wallmaster or Floormaster? I think, doesn't Floormaster have all the babies in them? Ooh, PNG fire texture. Did you guys see that? PNG fire texture. If Rook was here, they could tell us exactly what that type of texture is, because I remember them talking about it, where it appears like it always faces you. Floormaster has better chance. Yeah, it turns into 3 babies. Yeah, and that means that they have 4 moves compared to can't I wait, can you no, dingus. Billboard texture, is that what it's called? Is that what it's called? Because it's fire that always faces you. I'm sure I'm missing something really obvious. That's okay then. We're exploring. Hello. I always remember you. But they added the Undertaker and the Scholar. These characters are... I don't play the Scholar. The Scholar doesn't necessarily, like, interest me that much. I want to pick up this fairy. I could have just dropped my bugs and picked up the fairy, but Wallmaster can ambush you at any point. Not how sure that would help, but it might. So they'll do the thumb cheating move. They'll do the thumb cheating move. But I've been playing Undertaker pretty much almost exclusively. I think they're now my favorite of the Nightfarers. And she's a canonical wall licker, which really adds a lot, I think, to her persona. I really like that she is indeed a canonical wall licker. That's really funny. Great character, FromSoft. Great character, FromSoft. Okay, so this is the room that goes to the twisty tunnel. But we can't do much of it because we don't have a key. Billboard actor. I wish there was, like, a torch in here. Oh, I guess these... Because these candles do it, right? No, stirp it. Stirp it. Like, these would be billboard textures. I swear, my, No, this was not the room I wanted. This is the one I wanted at all. Unless there's something we can do here. That... Maybe we can jump to that? Maybe we can jump to that? This is the experimentation phase, my friends. This is the experimentation phase, my friends, where you watch me stumble through a 20-year-old dungeon. This is the experimentation phase. Because if we could jump to that... we could perhaps make a big discovery. Yeah, it feels like I'm learning. I'm learning. We'll eventually figure it out. I wish you had chips and dip. Well, why don't you get some? Why do you hate chips and or dip? What is this? What is this? Oh, it's just a way down, I think. Less cool. Ooh! I don't think this is gonna work, but we're gonna try it. Yeah, maybe you should get one. Oh, so close. I don't think that's the intended method, but it is fun. Some mochi? What is the difference between mochi and ice cream? This is probably a dumb question. Is mochi like a dry ice cream? Is that a dumb question? I feel like mochi would be a dry ice cream, right? I don't know much about mochi. So, I don't really get it. Ice cream itself is not necessarily my favorite dessert. I do like soft serve a lot, though. I'm a pretty big fan of soft serve, and like milkshakes are amazing. The non-golden wall spiders will ignore you if you don't move after they spot you. Yeah, I guess that... Oh, I see what you're trying to lead me to. I see what you're trying to lead me to. It's a sugary pounded rice covering ice cream. Oh! What is that? What is that called? Marzipan? Is it similar to like marzipan? But with ice cream? Or did I just make a lot of bakers go... No, come here! I got no confirmation on the Nancy Drew point-and-click adventures, though. Marzipan is different? Dang it. Dang it. My mother loves princess cake. Loves princess cake. So I was hoping that... I love Nancy Drew point-and-click was the question. I said that this area, especially like these hallways, remind me of Nancy Drew point-and-click adventure games. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? I'm glad we have a Nancy Drew point-and-click enjoyer in chat. That is really special to me that we have a Nancy Click point and Drew adventure enjoyer, specifically Blackmore Manor. We have a specific game in chat. I love that. I love that. Nancy Drew point and click. This reminds me of Lighthouse and that one other game. I'm glad we have a couple of games mentioned specifically in chat. Specifically mentioned in chat. I like the versions of these enemies, the Skull Waltulas and Twilight Princess, because they get fat when they attack you. They suck your blood like big ticks. Don't do it. I'm lovely. Oh! If you don't move, he can't see you. That's pretty silly. That's pretty silly. Uh-oh. I'm trappeted. Wow! He was coming for me. He was thirsty for it. Is this the map? Please be the map. Please be the map. Please be the map. I think I should play the I Spy games on here. If I can't see him, he can't see me. What is that from? That is like there's a little part of my brain that recognizes that. What is that from? Yay, we got... Oh, it's red versus blue. Roses are red. Violets are blue. It's you and me down Blood Gulch Avenue. I haven't seen red versus blue in a long time. I was not a Rooster Teeth. Did y'all really like Rooster Teeth? I was not a Rooster Teeth. I liked red versus blue. That was pretty much it. That's a Scarecrow song, isn't it? But I don't know if I even have a long enough hook shot for it. Old Link looks so old. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? He's like 17. The first, I'm gonna say I like the early seasons of Red versus Blue. Old Link is a twink. He's Bishonen, I think is the name of the genre. He's a Bishonen character. Pretty boy. He's a pretty boy character. Thanks. Let's kill this spider. Oh, that's nice. We got a little recovery heart. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. My store is already putting out Valentine's Day merch. Very gross. Very gross. Not exciting. I don't get it. At least we're not listening to Christmas music anymore. Yeah, Moich. Moich. Ooh, this is a... Okay, we're good. We're good! We're good. We're good. We're so freaking good. We're so freaking good. I've seen it before New Year's. Oh my gosh. Valentine's is around the corner. Yeah, but in like over a month. I don't like that stores go... Like, I know it's like a retail thing where they go by the major holidays, but I don't like it. I don't like it. Give stuff time to breathe, you know what I mean? Like, why aren't we giving some stuff time to breathe? And then Halloween is around the corner. I think the next retail holiday is probably gonna be like... I don't know, 4th of July? It's a big 4th of July, everybody. 250 years of this. 7 more to go. The wheel of consumption can never stop. Before Valentine's, it'll have already switched to St. Patty's and Easter. I forgot about St. Patty's Day and Easter. I forgot about St. Patty's Day and Easter. I remember when we did perform... Ooh, you can see the sky. It looks like Andy's room in Toy Story. Looks like Andy's room in Toy Story. When I was but a youngin'. I mean, I wasn't that young. I was in high school. We went to go perform in New York City as a choral group. Very fun experience. Very good experience. I think it was a very important experience to me. But we arrived in New York City. All of us wide-eyed rural high schoolers arrived in New York City on St. Patty's Day. On the day of St. Patrick's. So we got introduced to quite a different life. Very quickly. Very quickly. And I have a lot of, like, just, I don't know if I was just being hyper vigilant, or if this was just like, this is an important moment, snapshot it in your brain. But I have a lot of things that I remember specifically from that night, like, vividly. Vividly. It was a very good culture shock, I think. A very good culture shock. New York City was a very important place for me to go as a young individual. Took a cruise out to New Orleans. We came the day before there. We're there for Mardi Gras. It was a lot, I can imagine. I can imagine a New Orleans Mardi Gras is certainly a lot. I'm not going to ask the usual questions about New Orleans Mardi Gras. I feel like that would be cliche. I hope you were safe and had fun. One of my classmates got punched in the face. So, I don't know if the culture shock was good for them. It might have been a physical shock. But, where's the ghost? Ghost! Do you guys think ghosts are real? I want a poll in chat. If I knew how to make polls, I'd make so many polls in chat. Maybe I'll make a poll in the Discord. How many of y'all think that ghosts are real? How many of y'all think that ghosts are real? Like the real deal. Ooh, ooh, ooh. These guys are cheaters too. Watch this. Look at that. Yeah, cheater. They can float. I'm ghost. Emperor had a text-to-speech device. I'm so mad that GW killed it. I didn't even watch Emperor has a text-to-speech device religiously, but I liked it as a concept, and I think it should have existed because it was clearly a project made with love for the source, and I just do not understand why they'd kill it, other than for greed. Kind of, I think imprints can stay behind, but not the actual person's soul. Whoa! A lot of you are... I'm spiritual, but not religious for ghosts. That's kind of crazy. We have a lot of new wave crystal stuff going on with ghosts. Okay, no, actually, this is a good lead-up question. Do you guys think souls are real in the first place? If we can leave an imprint behind that is remembered, right? Does that mean that there is an animus? Is there an animus? Or are souls false too? Are you a dualist or are you a materialist? Everything with some grains of salt. Amen. A skeptical worldview. But I love whimsical skeptics, right? I saw a post that described it like perfectly. Like, I want ghosts to be real. I want there to be cryptids. I want there to be monsters and yokai. No, dualist as in D-U-A-L-I-S-T. Dualism is the idea that there's the material world and then a secondary world. For some people, it's like the world of forms or, like a spiritual world. If you are, like, a Christian, you're probably a dualist over a materialist. Yeah, well, maybe kind of like yin and yang. I don't know, like, yin and yang might be a variation of dualism, but, like, dualist philosophy, as I'm talking about it, is very European. I think one of the most interesting things about, like, Catholic Christian doctrine, right? Catholic Christian doctrine, because we're going to take a turn. We're going to take a turn right here. If you don't want to listen about Catholic Christian doctrine, too bad. Too bad. Because we're living in a material world, and I am a material girl. Is it really? Is it floating a little? Is it because it's on a platform? That's... that's interesting. I want to talk about Catholic doctrine. Stop distracting me. So, one of the things about Catholic Christian doctrine is that... I press button! Aw. They're specifically basing themselves off of Aristotle, right? And not atheist, just... That's called agnosticism. Welcome to agnosticism. Ooh, so we got ghosts on either side. I see. Which door did I come in, is the question. See, the thing is that it's like, it would be so cool if there was a god. That'd be awesome. I hope he's nice. He or she, I guess. It, most likely. It probably wouldn't adhere to traditional standards of human imagination. No! I'm standing in the perfect place. Okay. I did have a professor in college. I thought this was awesome. I had a professor in college who wouldn't refer to God. Do you think God is some form of creature? I hope not. Who wouldn't refer to God with gendered pronouns at all. He referred to God as God and God's self, using God pronouns. That was really funny. I liked that a lot. If there's a God, I'm his favorite. I hope so. I hope so. I do believe that there's some higher power greater than humanity somewhere out there. There's gotta be. They'd be indifferent about us at best. See, I don't know. I don't know. I think it would be awesome if there were. I think it would be really awesome if there were. But at the same time, I am terrified that we are all alone. Life was an accident, and we're just gonna have to live with that. But that's fine. It's like, that's a little heavy. It's fine. But I want to talk about Catholic doctrine. I'm going back to Catholic doctrine. You guys can't distract me anymore. I'm going back to the Catholics. So, one of the things about Catholic doctrine is that they are dualists. They believe that there is, you know, heaven and hell and earth, and that these are separate planes. And that God exists separate from humanity in a different plane of existence. But they try to explain it through a materialist standpoint because the most important thinker to them is Aristotle, who was a staunch materialist. But he was a materialist in a very specific way, right? He was a materialist as in, if the concept of it exists, then it exists, right? But the concept is material. So we know what a couch is. That means that the concept of the couch exists separate from, like, not just the couch, but the concept of the couch. That means that we could get to heaven, because the concept of heaven exists. Therefore, heaven exists. And heaven is a physical place you can go to, according to Aristotle. So early Catholic doctrine is ruled by a guy who was like, yeah, everything is physical. So it's like really interesting how they try to fit a dualist understanding of reality into a materialist philosopher's thoughts. Right? That's fascinating to me. World of Forms. I'm still gonna distract these yeah, they're all named after the sisters from Little Women. I'm making a big plate of fries and there's nothing. I don't want to stop you. I want you to enjoy your fries. I was in a musical of Little Women. I want you guys to guess how many of y'all this is Amy, isn't it? This is Amy. How many of y'all have interacted with Little Women? How many of y'all know anything about Little Women? I'm waiting. That's why I'm silent. I'm waiting. Blue is Beth. This is Beth. Oh, Beth should have died first. You've read it? You've read it? Reddit? Reddit? I should delete Reddit. I watched a movie when I was like 8, so you don't remember the plot at all. You're gonna be useless for this. I was in a basically I was like, hey Nikki, how are you? We're talking about Little Women. I was going to be in a performance, but yep, that is the exact same thing that happened to me. I was supposed to be in a musical of Little Women, but then COVID happened, and I lost my opportunity to perform this musical. But I want you guys to guess which character I was. I want you guys to guess which character I was, because I want to farm engagement. No, I just think it would be interesting what you guys think I played. I want you to guess which part I played. Ooh, arrows. We're gonna need those. Character 2? Yeah, okay, so you say that and you jest. You say that and you jest. But I do want to point out, I only know of the sisters because of Ocarina of Time. That's interesting. That's it. So you've never seen the movie? That actually is very fascinating. Forming a mindset around something that can't conform. Almost like trying to... Yeah, no, that is exactly right. Where they're like, we're going to use Aristotle's teachings to make this work. And that's why the Trinity exists the way it does. It's based off of Aristotle's teachings, even though, like, it doesn't have to be that way. But because they based all of their thoughts on Aristotle's, they're like, yeah, this has to be the way that it works. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. But a lot of Catholic doctrine is based off of dualism. And then trying to make materialism fit with dualism. Can you stop these men from being evil? Yes, you can. I cried like a baby to the Little Women version made by what's her face? Oh, I'm so bad. Greta Gerwig. I cried like a baby to the Little Women made by Greta Gerwig. I think these ghosts can be hit with the nut while invisible. Also, Lowry is my guess. That or one of the storybook characters. Yes, I did actually play one of the storybook characters. So, when I auditioned for it, I didn't do great. It was not a very good audition. And the director knew me. And a lot of the times when I auditioned, I would get parts because they knew I was good. Not because I auditioned well. And I think this time the director was like, no, your audition wasn't very strong. I know that you can act. I know that you can sing. But I want you to actually get good at auditioning for things, right? So he gave me a bit part as one of the storybook characters. I don't remember which one. I do not remember which one. But then, and this was kind of crazy, one of the guys just dropped out of college. Completely. He just dropped out of college. He left. Dropped out of college. And he was playing Mr. Brooks. So I ended up playing, they were like, okay, hey. Can you please play Mr. Brooks for us? And then another guy who was supposed to play, like, he was doing a bunch of random costume changes and stuff like that for the storybook sections, also dropped the show completely. So we went from having 5 men in the show to having 3. So I ended up getting his parts in the storybook. So I ended up playing almost every male part in the storybooks, and then also Mr. Brooks. And I was really excited to do that. My Meg was really good. I'm so sad she didn't get to do, because she didn't do a lot of theater shows. And she doesn't get to do theater shows anymore because she was also pregnant while she was performing Meg. So this was going to be like her last show for a long time. And, I don't know. I'm just really sad that we didn't get to perform it. Because we were off book. It was like a week before opening night. She was pregante. My Meg was pregnant. But, she was very newly pregnant at that point. I would like to mention. She was, like, just found out, told me and a couple of the other members of the cast, but not, like, the director or anything like that. We were very excited for her, but it was also, like, I don't know, that's scary. That's scary. You have a human being growing in your ding-dang belly. And you're gonna play a character? Ooh, do I see a rumble in chat? Where's Speedler? No. So, okay, where was I in the story? We had basically everything done except for the sets. And then we get told, because I was doing this show, I'm making my fries in oil. I use just a different chicken. It smells like a chicken restaurant. That sounds amazing. I, unfortunately, feel ill in my stomach. My stomach is acting up. So, but, we had everything done except for the sets. Oh, Floor Master. Ow. And they told us, hey. Oh, that's such a cool moveset. We're going home. Pandemic. Everybody go home. So the director was like, hey, I have a quick question. If you let the little baby hands, all 3 of them touch you, do you have 3 Floor Masters and now you gotta deal? Or does it make the other 2 go away? You're mad at Stummy? Vile. He was like, let's just put on the show. No audience, no sets, just beginning to end, all of us, let's put on the show because we put so much work into this. Front to back, like a dress rehearsal, but not. Let's do the show. Yeah, I think only one gets big and the other 2 die. Huh. Oh, we have a key. That was what we got. I like this dungeon. This is really fun. This is a good dungeon. But when we get there, all of us, we're all gathered around. We're dressed in our costume. We did our makeup. And our director comes and he says, we can't do it. The college leadership, we can't do it. We have to go home. And I'm very sorry that you put as much effort into it. It was going to be an amazing show, but we can't do it. So we all had to sit there and cry about it and then go home. But that was the time I almost played Mr. Brooks in Little Women. Because I got the part by default. I got a lot of my shows in college by default. I remember the first show I ever auditioned for at my college. I arrived on the second day of auditions, and about 2 hours before auditions were closed. And the director there, I loved him so much. One of the most important people I have ever met, I think, in my entire life. He was standing there and he goes, so, are you fine with playing this character? And I was like, yeah, it's the lead role. I was kind of, I don't know, it seems like a good role, but, you know. And then he goes, good, because you are the only guy who auditioned in the last 2 days, and I don't think anyone's coming tomorrow. I should have made the hallway twist. I was supposed to play Magenta and Rocky Horror in high school, but halfway through the semester, my teacher canceled it! By default was how I got the role of Beast in Beauty and the Beast. I love winning by default! I love winning by default. I love winning by default. Let's do this. Yeah, let's do that while we can. Huh. Yeah. You're dead. Magenta is my favorite in Rocky Horror. I have never seen Rocky Horror. Sorry, I've never seen Rocky Horror. I know it's a classic. I know a lot of people love it. I know Tim Curry's in it, and I love Tim Curry. But, I've never seen it. I should sit down and watch it sometime. It's also a musical. I think the highest compliment I ever got for one of my performances is they said it reminded them of Tim Curry. And I was like, yeah, baby. Is very funny in your opinion? Sorry for the silence. I had so much food in my cracked tooth. I had to get some floss. Oh, I have the same problem. So I have like gaps. My teeth are weirdly spaced. Not weirdly spaced enough that I had to get braces. Come here, come here, come here, come here. But they are weirdly spaced where some are really close together and some are really far apart. Floss is my best friend. Tim Curry kills Meatloaf. The singer? I forgot about Meatloaf. Tim Curry is awesome. He's very old. I feel this pain. Yeah, there is a relatable moment in chat. Can I get a relatable moment in chat, please? Can I get 3 laughing crying emojis and a who did this in chat, please? Chat, clip that. Clip that right now. Don't clip that. Don't clip that. Don't. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. It was supposed to be Maurice, but the person playing Beast moved to a different school? I will say, though, I had to wear this big old Beast helmet that I could barely and I could definitely see. I love it! Everybody's doing the thing. I have so much power! My little army! Oh. Whoa, who did this? Do you know about Jax Films Fake Facts? I think okay, so Jax Films is a channel that I used to watch a lot. I loved Your Grammar Sucks, which, by the way, hasn't, a lot of the cameos in Your Grammar Sucks have not aged quite so well. But, I did not know Jax Films Fake Facts. Did you run past a chest? Did you run past a chest? Did you run past a chest? I don't know. It's already open. This one's open. This one's open. Did I run past a chest? Did I run past a chest? Who did this? I loved and I still listen to Royalty for... I don't know. There's no chest here. Do these guys spawn a chest if I kill them? Don't do it! I don't want to be cursed! I don't think these guys actually curse. There's no chest! You are liar! Unless there's like a bomb or something. Okay, so on why he asked people to submit fake facts that were just believable enough to make a macro image of. He flooded the internet with false information? I really did like his, O is up and bow switch. You're making me kill the bubbles so many times. You're making me kill the bubbles so many times. I did watch briefly his reacting to react content. Those were good videos. Spinning. I should make, like, lazy react content. I think Bea is really reactive, actually. She's got some movement in her. She's got some movement in her. If I could animate, I would do so many things with Bea. Good things! Good things! I know where your brain went. Good things. I would do good things. I'd make her dance. I'd make her dance. Better than the old software and model I use. I don't think better is the right word. I make 2 plates of fries because I'm so hungry. What are you talking about, Inthafin? I do know Jack's Films is a completely justified crusade against plagiarism. Yeah, that's the content I watched. I like those videos. They're funny. They're funny. Jack's Film straddles the really thin line between cringe and hilarious in a way that I'm really jealous of. And he's classic Utabe. Like, one of the best fake facts I saw was, all babies are born gay. That's believable. Also, bow switch is up, push, block, path. Oh, it's the Golden Knight. His videos on Sniper Wolf. It also got him doxxed. Sniper Wolf doxxed him. Crazy. I heard that recently. It must be true. It probably is. Thinking about it, it probably is true. Berasmus. It probably is true. I forgot about this eye switch in Thafin. Thank you for backseat gaming a little bit. I want a fact check. I want a fact check on Crazy and chat. I want a fact check. 78% of flat earthers are between the ages of 12 and 15. And YouTube did nothing. Yeah, I know. It's crazy that YouTube just let that happen. But Twitch did the same thing with Emiru, so it's like, oh, yeah, you can just hurt influencers, I guess. You can just hurt them. Don't take that as an invitation. I'm not an influencer. I'm a real human being! I'm a person, darn it! You don't even know where I am. I'm really worried. You know what I'm terrified of? And this is really weird. This is really weird, and you're allowed to think it's weird. I'm really worried that someone's gonna take all my transcripts, like, from my YouTube videos and my YouTube VODs and stuff, and then, like, go to ChatGPT and type something like, where is this streamer from? And then have ChatGPT geolocate me from my transcripts. I don't think it's realistic or possible, but I'm terrified it's gonna happen. My favorite fake fact, though, why was Shakespeare invented the letter Q? A 2016 law in Florida forbids clapping at the end of the movie. Simply applauding a film could land you a $100 fine. YouTube recap. What about the YouTube recap? Is it the one with Will frickin' Smith? Did I not shoot the thing? I didn't shoot the thing. I got distracted by the bubbles. You guys, how many times have I killed these stupid bubbles? How many times have I killed these stupid bubbles? Yeah, Central Time Zone US, but that doesn't... Yeah, that's like a bunch of states. Luckily for me, that's a bunch of big and empty states. I'd probably hallucinate something. Would it be accurate? Probably not. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. It's actually pretty good about language. Is something I've noticed. Is that it's pretty good at taking transcripts and then telling you, like, where stuff is from. And that's because it's eating all of the internet at once. I don't think your dialect is specific enough. Could be Canada, could be South America, and you've a good... Yeah, that's true. Every time you sneeze, you... I love Nikki still giving. You can give as many fake facts as you want. I might even believe some of them. That's awesome. Thank you for the fake facts. Whew. Okay, I can't laugh too hard because I feel like I'm gonna have something come up out of my stomach. I should not have ate so many chips. I thought that one hit some of your... Well, I know that if you sneeze too hard, you can break a rib. And if you hold your sneeze too much, you can have an aneurysm. Like, it does kill, like, 6 brain cells or something. What was that, Inthafin? Why are you sad? Why are you sad? June 15th is International Kiss Your Sister Day! Everybody get ready to rev up those sisters. Stummy! Every time you eat a chip, you become... Italians. Italy. I want to go to Italy. I think Italy would be a fun place to go. I want to go see the big art and the chapel and Rome. I want to see a civilization. I wonder how many cameos Jack has on How To Basics videos. I haven't checked on either of them in a while. Yeah, does How To Basics still make video? Does How To Basics still make video? Or did How To Basics stop making video? Also, what about only child for International Kiss Your Sister Day? Does that mean you get to kiss... I get to kiss your sister? Only if you're nice about it. Only if you're nice about it. As of a few weeks ago, Jack's favorite fact. According to 2017 study, males between the ages of 18 and 35 with longer than average foreheads. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense because of the forehead jokes. That makes sense because of the forehead jokes. It's crazy to me. How long have him and Aaron been married? How long have they been married? I feel like it's been as long as I've been alive. That one is a lie. Is that... Are you... Can confirm. Well, just... It says average. It says average. You could be an outlier. You know? That's how averages work. Most people are above or below the average. Very few people are the average. That's how averages work. Dang, what was I? No, they are the outliers and they're skewing the average. They're skewing the average. There's just one bald man who can last an obscene amount of time. And that's why the average is, well, not bald, big forehead. Big foreheaded man. Am I doing this right? Am I doing this right? I don't feel like I'm doing this right. The eye did the thing. The eye did the thing. Am I dumb? In Avengers Endgame, the line, "and I am Iron Man," was actually improvised. In the original script, Robert Downey Jr. was supposed to say silent. But then he filmed a take from his iconic, the Russo brothers loved it. Yeah, that's all the stuff. Forehead's Georg is, I believe. Bald is just big forehead. Biggest forehead you can have. I think I go down the hole. I do! I love going down holes. Bink, watch out. The ceiling is falling down. We'll be fine. That was way more explosive falling down than I thought. Hi, Naruk. How are you? You just slipped in there. I believe most of these. Any bold impact font and a bright backdrop tricks me and I can't stop it. You are susceptible. You are susceptible to propaganda. I'll be bald someday and it'll be glorious. That is the correct way to feel about it, I think. Personally, I am very self-conscious about the idea of going bald. I am very self-conscious about the idea of going bald. I'm kind of scared of that. I don't want that to be my fate, but it's going to be my fate. My Morfar is incredibly bald, and has been for a long time. So, it's probably going to be my fate as well. And I'm not excited about it, but I'm just going to have to make peace with it. I'm just going to have to make peace with it. I hope to be locked in. When will you wear wigs? Don't crush me. I'm a good boy. Give it 10 years. I'm thinking like 4. I'm thinking it's gonna be not like 10 years. It's gonna be like 4. I will probably be bald before I hit 40 at the rate things are going. Yeah, but in Taiwan, apparently they figured out that. Ooh, what the frick? Who's this? Who's so extra? They, oh, minute long. Had managed to put the hair back on a rat. And it was pretty well done. Get this block out of here, it sucks. This is the wrong sister. Smush some schmoogles and rub their blood on your roots. Yeah. I thought about it. I thought about, like, hair treatment, stuff like that. I'm not going bald yet. I think it is thinner than it's been when I was younger. But it's not. I don't know. But I've thought about it just because I am vain. I am vain and I don't want to lose my hair. But then it's like, oh, we need photo identification. I'm like, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. And also, I don't trust the Chinese companies on Amazon. This one is Amy. Did they glue what back? Did they glue what back? I missed the context for that chat message. Realistic. To the hair? No, they had, some type of hair serum they're working on where the bald rats became hairy within a week. And it was actually pretty impressive growth, if we're to believe it to be true. If we're to believe it to be true. But I trust the Taiwanese. I trust them. Yeah, woolly rats. I don't know if I agree with the animal testing, but... I don't know, do you think bald rats would like to be haired? Do you think bald rats would like to be haired? Should I hit her with a nut? I don't want a nut on Amy. Maybe I... No, I wanted these. And I wanted these. Oh, it does work. I had a bald rat before, and she was a very happy ratto. Good. I feel like I wouldn't be okay with keeping rats because they have such short lifespans. I need something with a longer lifespan than me, and I do have a turtle. I do have a turtle. I need something that will outlast me. I don't want to mourn more pets. I'm really bad at it. I did something really stupid the other night. So, I watched a Drew Gooden video, because I'm a big fan of Drew Gooden. I think he's really funny. I think he's a funny individual. But what I... Aw, yeah, this sucks. She's crying about all her sisters. This is Meg. Say hi to Meg, everybody. Mr. Brooks marries Meg. And he has a very good duet with her in the musical. I did something really dumb. Where, I watched a video... Ads! There's a mouse in my room? No, I'd rather not have the mouse. Oh, the nut is good. The nut is good. If you nut on Meg, she disappears. Brooks marry Megs, but then Binks kill her. Ow. no, don't you don't need to subscribe. Don't listen to Zareth. Don't listen to Zareth. Oh. And during the video was specifically about the War of the Worlds movie with Ice Cube in it. Subscriben legal. And something I did not know about that movie, at least something that the comments claimed, is that one of the things the editors of the film did was use real disaster footage and then splice the CGI aliens on top of it, so that they didn't have to create CGI disasters. Big if true. Big if true. Because one of the You nut on her and she just leaves? Sounds like most mornings. So, like, big if true, right? Because if one of the things that they used was the Fukushima disaster. Do you guys remember the 2011 earthquake and tsunami that hit Japan? That killed 20,000 people. Now, in 2011, I was young. I had heard of it, of course, and it was something that maybe was in my periphery. I remember it happening, but I cannot tell you anything that happened during it because, again, I was quite young. It didn't, like, register in my mind what had happened. So I decided to actually go in and read about the Fukushima disaster. And I shouldn't have done that, especially not at the time I did it, because it was late at night. And I read about an elementary school that got wiped out except for like 12 kids. And I cried. I cried. I was not okay. Was it that one that overwhelmed the safety? Yep. The nuclear power plant, the Fukushima disaster. Yep. 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 And then the government did a really bad job of containing it. Got a lot of people exposed to radiation because they were like, it's not that bad. Stay in your homes. And it was that bad. It was that bad. They would much rather save face than save lives. It was that bad. Yeah. I was very emotionally raw after that. I do that to myself a lot. I decide to, like, read very, 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 very hard stuff to stomach very late at night. Don't do that to yourself. Do not do that to yourself. Wikipedia has a quite a, what do they say? Detailed, description of the events. I did not know that, like, boats from Japan were washing up in Canada. And I think even in, what was it? Even in Chile and, I think it was Chile and Peru, they were getting, like, motorbikes and other things that washed up from Japan. I was like, what? What? It was crazy how much that earthquake affected. It was a 9.1. It was the 4th largest earthquake on record. It was the 4th largest earthquake on record. We already got to the boss, and it only took us an hour. We're so phased. We're so phased. We're so phased. Not bad for doing it blind. Did we get all the spiders? We got all the spiders! And every chest. Would you look at that? Would you look at all that stuff? Hardware store, Weird Al. Nice art gallery. What? 2D texture? 2D texture? Horse? How'd you fit a whole horse in there? Phantom Ganon is a character in Super Smash Bros. Rex, I think. He's a fun character in Super Smash Bros. Rex. On your way to 100% the game? Because you guys are leading me. I've never 100%ed this game before, so it's kind of exciting. It's kind of exciting. I've never done it before. I know that you can, like, stand in one of the... I do remember one time I did this fight so poorly that I ran out of arrows. Like, completely. Ooh, I like this effect. Yeah, don't tell me about one spider. I'll find it. I'll find it. I'll find it. I did this fight so poorly that I ended up running completely out of arrows and had to finish it with the hook shot. Oh, why am I so bad, chat? Why am I so bad? Actually, you're just gonna see a recreation of how I failed that fight the last time. Because you can hear where his hooves are coming from. Okay, maybe I should lock on... I'm not good at free aiming. I'm not good at free aiming. Sorry, I'm a bad... He's coming from this one. Yeah, I don't know why I keep trying. I'm like, don't worry. This time, I got it. I don't, and I never do. Okay, lock on. Oh, come on! You can shoot him as the portal's opening. I guess that would be easier, wouldn't it? Because he wouldn't be moving. That's probably the way you're supposed to do it. He's coming through the same portal. Oh, you can! Huh. Okay, so Cobalt just saved us a lot of time. Cobalt just saved us a lot of time. That is, thank you, Cobalt. You may have noticed that I'm not particularly good at this boss fight. Yep, it saved us a lot of time. I gotta ask, Cobalt, is this stuff, like... Did you read this stuff, or did you just figure it out through trial and error? Because I'm interested. Oops, my bad. Whoops, my bad. Huh. Whoops, my bad. I always thought shooting him as he was coming out was the way. Probably correct. You're so scary. Oops, my bad. I moved out of the way. Hey, do you mind if I take a quick sippy break? I just want a quick sippy break. Give me a second, sir. Okay, I'm ready. Oh, too early. I'm not good at basketball. I'm not good at tennis either. This is more tennis than basketball. I'm bad at sport. Ow, it comes fistbar. You can tell when he's winding up for a tennis match by the way he floats. Yeah, because if he's... Oh. Because if he floats farther back, it's like... That's a very slow ball. My bad. My bad. I love failing at basic video game. Yay! He's trying to go through the 2D texture. He's cheating. He's cheating. I feel like hitting it with the bottle is easier. Is that true? I feel like I'm worse at hitting it with the, Yay! This game's awesome! Easy, boss. No bad things happen. Why did... So, presumably Ganon... Yeah! Looks like you may be gaining some slight skill. So he saw this fight. But you've defeated only my phantom. When you fight the real me, it won't be so easy. Why does he employ the exact same... I will banish it to the gap between dimensions. That sucks. Yeah, I misspelled a thing and Automod caught it. Rip Automod. Rip Automod got you. Get automodded. Why does he use the exact same tactics that I used on the Ghost in 1? It's just Link's figure. He's bright ball, look like fairy, hit with bottle. He floats towards the edge more than in the center and is less erratic in movement. Yes, makes it easier to hit him. Alright, let's get out of the way of the cutscene. Let's get out of the way of the cutscene, real quick. There she is! Thank you. Because of you, I could awaken as a sage. It seems like a lonely existence. I am Saria, the sage of the Forest Temple. How exciting. I always believed that you would come, because I know you. No, you don't have to explain it to me. Because it is destiny that you and I can't live in the same world. Aw, that sucks. I will stay here as the forest sage and help you. Now please take this medallion. And the medallions were supposed to act like either like spells or as things you add to your arrows. There it is. The forest medallion, which was supposed to be Wind. Wind. You received the forest medallion. Saria awakens as a sage and adds her powers to yours. Like Bombo's medallion. Yeah! Saria will always be your friend. Sedge. Sedge. The end of childhood. Is it the sage that lines up with Saria that gets killed by Ganondorf? I don't remember. I don't remember if it's the sage that lines up with Saria. Yeah. He obliterated the Sage of Water. He obliterated the Sage of Water. Hi there, I'm the Deku Tree Sprout. Because you and Saria broke the curse on the Forest Temple, I can grow and flourish. Thanks a lot. I don't think Rudo became a weird bearded man, though. I think Rudo by that point was long dead. I think those are different sages. IMO. IMO. Hey, have you seen your old friends? None of them recognized you with your grown-up body, did they? That's because the Kokiri never grow up! Even after 7 years, they're still kids! You must be wondering why only you have grown up. Well, as you might have already guessed, you are not a Kokiri! You are actually a Hylian! I am happy to finally reveal this secret to you! He just told me I'm adopted. Brain blast! Some time ago, before the King of Hyrule unified this country, there was a fierce war in our world. Millions of people died! One day, to escape from the fires of the war, a Hylian mother and her baby boy entered this forbidden forest. The mother was gravely injured. Her only choice was to entrust the child to the Deku Tree, the guardian spirit of the forest. That sucks. The Deku Tree could sense that this was a child of destiny, whose fate would affect the entire world. So he took him into the forest. Wait, so if this was just a normal kid, the Deku Tree would have left him to die? The Hylian mother would have just entrusted her child to a tree and they would have died? After the mother passed away, the baby was raised as a Kokiri, and now finally the day of destiny has come! Girl dinner of chicken-flavored fries and a glass of milk is now done. Ooh, glass of milk. You're done and your mom's dead. Yippee! Maybe it's like carcinization but for spirits to become a bearded pale specter. Not only are you adopted, but you're also an orphan. Yay! You are a Hylian, and we're always bound to leave this forest. And now, you have learned your own destiny. So you know what you must do. Find another Hylian mother, gravely injure her, and bring us another child of destiny! That's right! You must save the land of Hyrule! Now, wait, why do I want to save the land of Hyrule? It has been nothing but cruel to me. It killed my mom. And the only reason that the Deku Tree has taken me in was because I had a predestined purpose. I had a predestined purpose. If I was just a normal child with an unwritten destiny, I would have died with my mother. So, I don't know if I, what? I'm just following some predestined path written for my feet? Now, Bink, break the curses on all the temples and return peace to Hyrule! 2 exclamation points. I don't know if I trust you, man. I don't know, you and me got beef now, brother. I do like the move that Lana has in Hyrule Warriors, where she shoots people with the Deku. Unfortunately for you, refusal to the call is also part of the jury. The call knows where I live. Hi there! I'm the Deku Tree Sprout. Would you like another dose of psychic damage? Because you and Saria broke the curse on the Forest Temple, I can grow and flourish. Thanks a lot! I'm gonna turn all your friends into wood. Oh, man. What a fun little guy. What a fun little guy. Someone should chop him down, I think. Ugh, my neck is itchy. I do think that's the Deku Tree that turns all the Kokiri into Koroks, though. Decides that them being kids is weird. They should be trees. Do you hear that? That's the sound of a wonderful piss. And before Kirby comes along? Kirby? I haven't seen Kirby. I haven't played Kirby. Hit it, Kirby! Now that the Deku Tree's sprout is growing in the Great Deku Tree's meadow, the forest has returned to normal! Yay! Good for all you little losers. Hey, kid. That's what it looks like to pick up a rock. Teach me some fancy fencing! All I have ever done is tap B all my life. So the Kokiri have access to the rules of reality. They have access to the rules of reality. I still think you really look like somebody I've seen before, mister. Don't worry, Kirby 64 is on the list. I feel like I've known you for a long time, mister. So nobody told Link that he was just... He's like the elf from Elf. He's Buddy. Bye, Buddy. Hope you find your dad. he's Buddy the elf. I should have named him Buddy. And the Deku Tree is Santa Claus. This is a... Whoa, Fado's gone. She's gonna be part of the, whatchamacallit? Quest. Yes. Alright, let's explore around a little bit and then call it for tonight. How about that, guys? Does that sound very fun? Let's explore around a little bit and then call it for tonight. How about that? Should we go do some mini games? Who's feeling mini games? I got 500 bucks in my pocket. That makes the Deku Tree Santa. I didn't know Santa was full of spiders. It's a Nightmare Before Christmas Santa. Sonic Generations? I don't think you have suggested Sonic Generations. And Link being like, Buddy is charming. Yeah, it's a perfect... It's actually a really good analog. Spiders! Oh, can't we also get our horse? Oh, spiders and Kokiri. Because we have the hook shot. I guess we should do that for the 50 reward, right? Yeah, we should. It's the story of Buddy the Elf. I was also in Elf the Musical. For you guys to know. I have also played in that show. I forgot it. Sorry, that was me goofing around for way too long. No, that's wrong. Whoa. Whoa! Oh. Sunsock seems a little bit different. I forgot it! It's been a couple of days, okay? It's been a couple of days. You gotta give me a break. Elf the Musical? Yes, there is an Elf the Musical. There is an Elf the Musical. I played Walter Hobbs. I was Buddy's dad. So that means that I gotta look Elf in the eyes. That's his name. Elf. I gotta look Elf in the eyes and say, I never want to see you again. And he was wearing his dumb elf outfit and he had to run away and be sad. How sad. So sad. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I loved that role, actually. That was a really fun show. And it was also nice because I didn't have to dance or sing very much. That was a very good show. And then you forgot your lines. Yes! Yes, I didn't forget my lines. Someone else did. Ooh, spider! Okay. Spider. Is that the only spider here? That's 50. That's 50 spider. That's a good amount of spider. If the other spiders are in the Lost Woods, I'm gonna probably uninstall. Yeah. I think I would uninstall. Hey, who are you? You're such a big, strong guy. I really want to be like you, even though I'll always be small. I did, didn't I? I did, didn't I? I planted that bean. Does anybody remember if I planted that bean? Does anybody remember if I planted that bean? I feel like I planted that bean. Ba 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 ba. I feel like I planted that bean. Let me go. Let me go touch things. Spiders. 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 No, not that way. Let's go exploring for spiders, everybody. I don't know where they are, so we're exploring for spiders. There's a Mido. He is dumb and stupid. Nobody likes him. He has no friends. Stinky bad boy. Oh, that was a naughty place to go. Incorrect place to go. Hey, it's this guy. He's asleep right now. Sedge. Spider! Spider! It'd be awesome if you existed. This one is more easily accessed by the Forest Warp song. Ugh. Ugh. I don't know my Scarecrow song if I need it. I don't remember. I don't remember my Scarecrow song. I don't remember where my Scarecrow song went. I don't know. I don't know. I never write it down. Nobody writes it down for me either. So I never remember my Scarecrow song. How am I supposed to remember my Scarecrow song? Nobody knows my Scarecrow song. I certainly don't. That's kind of the thing that's the crux. The crux of the issue here. The crux of the issue here is I don't remember my Scarecrow song. All of this is to say, I don't remember my Scarecrow song. North and west from Zora shortcut. You can reset Scarecrow? Yeah, you definitely can. Not having Scarecrow is why warp is faster. Oh! Oh! Yeah, but does this lead you to the... Went past it? Oh my gosh. Ugh. My GPS, guys. Where am I? Oh! I hear it. 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 Bean was not planted! Bean was unplanted! I could have sworn I planted the bean. I could have sworn I planted the bean. I could have sworn. I give up. 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 Oh, I wasn't even close. I wasn't even close. I wasn't even close. Wow. Yeah, what is up with that? What is up with that? What is it? What is going on over there, guys? Yeah, what is going on over there? This guy's so big and beefy. He looks like he was drawn by the guy who did Conan the Barbarian. Though I guess his booty cheeks would be out if he was drawn by that guy. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Is that the artist? Is that the artist? Yeah, it got shot to death by arrows. Ooh. Oh, this is one of my favorite fun facts about fairies. They match the plane you're on. So, if you go up, they go up. If you go down, they go down. Isn't that fun? Like, look at them go. Yeah, it is silly. I don't know why they do that, but I like it. Alright. Get in the bottle. Welcome to the bottle, little lady. Let's go. Let's go. It has to be multiple arrows that mess with string. Yeah, it definitely has to be like when you do less than equal. Try doing it inverted. Try doing it inverted, where you put one arrow pointing in and one arrow pointing out. I hear him. He is alive. That one works. So it's when you put arrows that are the other way, where it doesn't work. Strange. I wonder what the reason for that is. I wonder what the reason for that is. Yep, and that one broke. But for Cobalt there, it broke. Why did it broke? It did. I'm gonna yawn again, sorry. Holy bejesus. The second that you put... So... Huh. In, both pointing in, yes. Both pointing out, no. And if you do both pointing out, it kills the ones that are both pointing in. Probably be... No. That doesn't make sense. Even with a space between. Is there a command that uses both pointing arrow, yes, in, out? Is there a command that uses that? Why did my phone buzz? Why did my phone buzz? Why did my phone buzz? Yeah. Well, I don't know. Ooh, chicken hatched. I don't know what it's supposed to do. I don't know what it's supposed to do. Oh, we can go to Kakariko and do a mini game. Let's do a mini game to close us out. How about that, guys? Do you guys want to do a mini game to close us out, and then tomorrow we can do Fire Temple? Does that sound exciting to everyone? I feel like that sounds exciting to me, and I'm the most important person here. Yes, that is a good idea. Because our chicken woke up. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. It's getting a little bit late, and I'm also a little bit tired. At least I don't go to work early tomorrow. I go to work really late tomorrow, which I'm fine with. Can we do Fire Temple real quick? How about we do it tomorrow? I'll be on stream maybe even a little bit earlier tomorrow. We'll see. You're not tired? You're fine? I wish I wasn't. Are you... I'm so happy everyone's back to normal. Everyone? Everyone's back to normal? The curse has been broken! Thank you! Here's a reward for you! What time, Cobalt? What time will be... What time will you be streaming tomorrow? I assume you've been practicing your speedrunning strats incredibly. Yep, I'm so good at speedrunning. You have no clue how good I am at speedrunning. 3 p.m. Well, if anybody has time, go watch Cobalt. Yeah, just pop over, do fire. You can do this entire game in under 5 minutes. You can do this entire game in under 5 minutes. Me, me, me. Look at him! The man with the beard. I think he was fired from his job at the ranch. He's always just lazing around morning, noon, and night. He's an awfully carefree guy during such hard times. All people have hardships in their past that they would rather no one find out about. Look at that bearded man sleeping over there. I bet even someone like him has had his share of troubles in the past. Yeah, I bet he has a dead wife. I bet he has a dead wife. A dead mother. Please watch. I'm close to affiliate and I only just started. I want to get that speedrun. What in tarnation? Can't a person get a little shut-eye around here? What's holding you back from affiliate? Is it follows? 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 I am, it's called harmonization, sweetie. You wouldn't know. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking at something. I'm looking at something real quick. I'm looking at something real quick. I'm looking at something real quick. Okay. What? Those start and end HTML lines, so trying to really make sure you don't accidentally code something, I guess. Why is that Mario thing so ugly? He's a Mario reference. Yeah, I think it's 25 follows. I think it's 25. 25 followers. Ingo took over Lon. You're breaking stuff. Ingo took over Lon Ranch, and they call it Ingo Ranch nowadays. I was kicked out of there, and look at me now. My girl Malin still works at the ranch. You should not have left her there alone with Ingo. Sir, you should not have left her alone there with Ingo. Sir, you should not have left her alone there with Ingo. I'm worried. You should be! I cannot believe you'd left her alone there with Ingo. Yeah. I got there in about, like, 3-ish months. But I had a lot of people who were willing to support me really early on. I don't know. I wasn't expecting to get it. Like, at all. I thought you had to be, like, 50 followers or something like that. But it was nice to actually get there. And I think a lot of it is just consistency, and you're an OG. Yeah, you're one of the firsts. You're one of the firsts. I think it really is kind of like, just putting out consistent content and doing stuff that people want to see. Yeah, he's a bad father. He's a really bad father. Please make my cuckoo happy, okay? Do you want him back? Okay. I woke up the man. You can have the cuckoo back. He's just like me for real. Okay, let's go do, yes, the archery minigame. And then call it for tonight's stream, I think. About 2-ish hours. She's just picky. Yeah, I remember that too. I don't know why that happened. Twitch does not make sense. Yep, I would like to... Okay. You ready for me to fail this? Almost did. No! Sag. Almost. That was during Dead Space. I tried. So Dead Space was awesome. That was really fun. I feel like... I don't know what's gonna happen next. I don't know what game we should do next. I'm thinking maybe Dark Souls. This one isn't, like, set. I was not mad at you, I promise. I don't know why it was broken. I feel like I'm not great at this. Almost. Well, try one more time for free. Half-Life is good. Yeah. The first thing I did was a first-person shooter. And I've never played through Half-Life. I just don't know how long it would be. How many streams could I get out of it? That's what I'm worried about. Because I feel like we're finishing this faster. Dark Souls gets your vote? Yeah, and I feel like Seeker would really like that too. You gotta do Black Mesa. I gotta do Half-Life Black Mesa. Is that a mod? Is that a mod? Well, we got the big quiver. Do we have to... Sekiro might be fun. I would have to have space on it for my computer. Oh, that was bad. Black Mesa is the Source Engine remake. Oh, was it not in Source originally? I love Source Engine a lot, actually. I think Source Engine is amazing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I would love to. Sorry. I'm overcorrecting myself. Half-Life was ported to Source, but it was a bad port. Black Mesa is more like a remaster. That sounds fun. Maybe I could play the original and then compare it to, Oh, it's just 50 rupees. Okay. Do a random indie game? Yeah, I get a lot of people who want me to play a bunch of random indies. Oh man. I guess I should be glad that you guys want to watch me play, like, a ton of video games. I should be glad that you guys want me, but then I get stuck in, like, choice paralysis, because you guys want me to play a ton of video games. Like Halo? My first couple streams were Halo. If you ever want to watch me play through Halo, you have to go through the VODs. I have already played through Halo. I'm not playing Halo Reach again. If you guys want to watch Halo Reach, I mean, it hasn't even been like 3 months. The VODs are there. You can go watch Halo Reach on the VODs. Cursed Halo was a lot of fun. Cursed Halo was a lot of fun. Does it Cursed Halo count as indie? I mean, I do think that if Inferno Plus ever gets the Morrowind mod of Elden Ring working, that would be really fun. I do think that would be really fun if Inferno Plus gets that mod working. I'm like, oh my god, how am I gonna fit all these video games into my life? Yeah, Morrow Ring. I don't know. Maybe I'll just screw it all and do like a really long Warframe stream just to mess with all of you. Watch the VOD, but change the speed to pitch shift it. Now it's like a brand new stream! A brand new stream! I want to see what's going on over here. I don't think we can do anything yet. There are some people in Kakariko spreading rumors that I cheated Talon out of the ranch, but don't be ridiculous. That guy Talon was weak. I, the hard-working Ingo, poured so much energy into this place. I don't want any strangers like you saying anything bad about me. Listen, The great Ganondorf recognized my obvious talents and gave the ranch to me. I will raise a fine horse and raise recognition from the great Ganondorf. Say, young man, do you want to ride one of my fine horses? Pay me 10 rupees and you can ride. Alright then, scram, you little punk. Run Duviri Circuit for 5 hours? I might. I still want to get the, Sybaris Incarnin. I got the Sycaris Incarnin, but I want to get the Sybaris Incarnin. My friend did alchemy for like 12 hours once. After 30 minutes, I would get bored. I think I could have fun. I think I'd have fun. Hey, lady! Oh, a visitor. It's been a long time since we've had a visitor here. Where did you come from? Since Ganondorf came, people in the castle town have gone, places have been ruined, and monsters are wandering everywhere. Mr. Ingo is just using the ranch to gain Ganondorf's favor. Everyone seems to be turning evil. But Dad, he was kicked out of the ranch by Mr. Ingo. If I disobey Mr. Ingo, he will treat the horses so badly. So, there's nothing I can do. Sag. And also, you are trauma dumping on me. I played Balatro all day before. I've played a lot of games all day before. I think I've played Total War for like all day. I played a lot of games all day before. I'm a big, I sit there and play video games all day type guy. I like video games a lot, obviously. I just don't know how, I don't think I could stream it. Like, that's one thing like Cleo, her streams, Face Connect Cleo, her streams are like 12 hours long. I could not imagine streaming 12 hours in a row. Yeah, I might be a capital G gamer. Yeah. I'm not a chud, I'm a Wojak. I've done that with Terraria multiple times. Yeah, the hours just go away. It's a good feeling. Yeah, I want to ride. Thank you so much. God bless! I have forgotten every music that ever happened on the Fring Frang Ocarina. No! I broke Epona's legs and now she dies. 2 days and 8 hours of sleep. Yeah, on Skyrim, that makes sense. Skyrim was one of those games I could lose myself in, but then it's like, as I got older, I don't know, the magic. Sag. I've done that with, I read your Terraria message again. Terraria was one I just never really got into. Same with Minecraft, you know what I mean? It's just not a game that I got super... Modded Skyrim might be good for that magic then. Yeah, I do mod the bejesus out of my Skyrim. And sometimes, yeah, I stick with it for a couple of days, but I never get past like level 20. Hey, time's up, young man. You only paid 10 rupees. You've played around long enough. This race will always make me think of the Nintendo Kirby-san Let's Play moment where he actually ran over a Kaku in the end and was chased over the fish light. That sounds amazing. How do I get him to... How do I get him to notice that I'm riding Epona? God bless. I'm so bad at the Ocarina. Ride around twice. Interesting that you have to do it twice. I don't really play modded Skyrim. You should. It's awesome. You're voting Blue Dog! Hyperfixate on a week, crash and don't touch it for years. Amen. That's pretty much how it goes. You're getting better. How about a little race with me? 1 lap around the corral with that horse. Let's make a little wager. Say 50 rupees? I love rupees. I love rupees. No, I'm on the inside, you jerk. I'm on the inside. I'm inside horse. I'm inside horse. I love being a wizard in Skyrim, but I need mods for it to actually be good. Yeah. I love magic systems in general, but I like paladins or spellblades. I never really play full wizard. You know what I mean? I like half-casters. Shoot! If the great Ganondorf found out about this humiliation, how about you? How about another race? If you win, you can keep the horse. Yeah, spell swords. They're my favorite. I like being good at everything, unfortunately. I want to be good at magic and sword and sorcery. No, I'm on the inside. I am inside horseman. Without mods in Skyrim, Stealth Archer is the only good class. Yeah. Unfortunately true. You cannot outrun me. I'm on the inside. 1 carrot left. We're gonna have to use it across the finish line. I played a two-handed melee class for the first time in forever last month, and it gets so boring. Get Ordinator. Ordinator is an awesome mod. You can do some amazing things with Ordinator. What's up with that horse? Is that Epona? How did you tame that wild horse right under my nose? I was going to present that horse to the great Ganondorf, but I lost it on a race and... Shoot! I love the way he says shoot. As I promised, I'll give you the horse to you. However, I'll never let you leave this ranch. I have a sword, sir. Bloodskull Blade is pretty cool. It's weird that it's a one-handed sword in previous games. And they made it a two-handed sword later on. Mwah. Ordinator is a very good mod. I highly recommend it. I like a lot of Anai's mods. Anai makes the game fun. Yeah, it's probably Ordinator. It's probably the one we're talking about. Okay, let's try this differently. Let's try this differently. I could also shoot him with an arrow. You're lucky that Link is a good person. Link could just kill you. Yeah, I know. I'm not getting enough momentum. I'm not getting enough momentum. So let's do a full lap around. And then I think you can't run at it any... Oh, never mind. Oh, that's sad. That's sad. Maybe I am just bad at it. Maybe I am just bad at it. Or maybe you need to go do a different fence. Come on. I want to leave. Maybe it's a different fence. Let's try a different fence. No, those don't look jumpable. Those don't look jumpable. It has to be that gate, right? I'm just really bad at it. That would make sense. I feel like that makes sense. I'm just really bad at it. I hit that Kaku really hard. Back up, horse. Okay, now let's go over here. This is gonna take 9 years, guys. You ready? Personally, I blame the horse. You should. This is Epona's problem, not mine. Back up, horse. Ooh, wow, you turn on a dime. I was not expecting you to turn the way you do. Oh! Ah, no! Not straight. Come on, you can do it! No! I feel like I'm doing something really obvious, really wrong. Let's try a different fence. Let's just try it once. Let's just try a different fence once. Huh. Those were the jumpable ones. Huh. I feel like those were taller than the gate. But okay. But okay. I see how you are, Epona. Yippee! We figured it out with our Bryans. We figured it out with our Bryans, and now we have a horse. Oh, hey, Big Poe. Oh, hey, Big Poe. That was the biggest of Poes. We need to give that guy Big Poes. Where's the last bottle? Where do you guys put the last bottle? Yeah, where'd you hide it from me? But it's cool we got our horse now. When we can, like, ride around in Hyrule Field and do the thing that people remember this video game for. That's pretty cool. And also, getting... Oh, Big Pose. Oh, which is what we just passed. I'm just really bad at jumping fences, huh? Okay, so I think getting the horse is a really good thing to end on. And it's been 2 hours. I feel like 2 hours is a good amount of stream time. I'm gonna call it here. I hope everybody had a good time, but I'm gonna call it here. Alright, with the horse riding around at sunset. Alright. No, we're not gonna get a good fence jump. We're not gonna get a good fence jump. Yippee! Alright, thank you so much, guys, for watching. I hope you had a wonderful time. I know I did. We will be back tomorrow. To do more fence jumping with our horse. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for watching.